on small business growth for all of you phenomenal entrepreneurs. And hey, ready? So today's small business growth discussion. Let me know if you have a business. This is for small business owners. And the whole idea for today is around how do you attract a lot of leads? Hey, Mark, right? How do you attract a lot of leads fast if you have a small business owner? If you are a small business owner, self-employed entrepreneur, under $1 million in revenue. By the way, happy Valentine's Day. I see all the hearts. If I can click on the hearts for all of you, I would click on the heart for all of you for Valentine's Day. Hey, Serena. Nice to see you. I think Serene. Oh, Serene. Sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine, Serena. So do you have a small business? Do you have a small business? Do you understand that right now, every day, there's over 2 billion people that are online all day long? And there's two types of marketing that I want to talk to you about that I think is really important to understand. Let me know, what kind of business do you have? Hey, Tall Red 33, what kind of business do you have? Attract Success Queen, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. In the US, we're celebrating Valentine's Day. And what kind of business do you have? Let me know. Digital marketing, awesome. And so there's two types of marketing that I want to talk to you about. And one of the things that I do, as many of you know, I love helping small businesses. I had two mentors when I was younger that taught me how to market and how to sell and how to help people. But I want you to understand that there's two types of marketing, and we're going to be talking about how do you generate a lot of leads and then qualify them. But there are two types of marketing that I like to teach is around what I call is interruptive marketing, but then there is search marketing. Now, what's the difference between the two? Thank you, Sarah. You're amazing too. So interruptive marketing, when people are going to YouTube and they're searching for something, for example, and you can place content, whether it's shorts, they're called, hey, Tony, whether it's shorts or ads in front of somebody else's content, you're interrupting what they're there to do. When some of you on Facebook or some of you on Instagram, we're doing what you're doing today, and then you saw John Asraf is going live, or that I'm going to be talking about how do you attract hundreds of paying customers. Okay, hold on one second. I need to stop this. All right. Sorry, I had an alarm come on. So when somebody is doing something on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and you create some content, whether it's content that they want to watch, or you hijack somebody else's content by creating an ad in front of their video, you are interrupting what they're doing. Does that make sense? Because I'm going to give you some techniques to be able to use to really stand out. So if you're going to be doing interruptive marketing, the first thing that you need to be thinking about, if you just joined, I'm talking for business owners only, small business owners, entrepreneurs, self-employed. So you have to be thinking about, if I'm going to try and interrupt what somebody is doing, like, what is it that's going to capture their attention? Now, hold on. Everybody who's on social media or online has one of these, right? Not a plastic brain, but has a brain. Now, everything that I teach is around neuro-marketing and neuro-selling. What does that mean? Well, when information enters the brain, either, through the ears, right, or through the eyes, the brain and the eyes are connected. There is a process by which the brain processes all incoming information. And so, does anybody know what that process is? If every brain works the same, every brain does work the same. If you're marketing, shouldn't you know, like, where or what are the circuits that you need to trigger to do the number one thing if you're doing interruptive marketing? The number one thing, can anybody guess? What's the number one thing you must do when you are doing interruptive marketing. I teach this to all my students. I've trained over 25,000 business owners. Okay, what's the number one thing you must do when you're doing interruptive marketing? If you want to activate a specific circuit, Tall Red over here on Instagram says, get their attention. So if our job is to get their attention, what gets somebody's attention first? What kind of content gets their attention first? It's based on the brain's priorities, right? If you think about the human brain as, let's say a computer, just for a moment, a computer, all right? All right, so Karina says pain. Yeah, that could be correct. Too many scroll for hours. Visual, so visual, yes, because it activates the occipital lobe, the largest lobe in the brain. But what is the brain's priority? Karina says jealousy. Maybe if you post a picture of their spouse with somebody else, you'll get their attention. All right, so Facebook user says safety. So the number one priority in the brain is when we're looking at something or we're listening to something, the number one priority is around our own safety and security. So if you happen to have a program, product, or service, all right, around people's safety and security, you should lead with that. Not free stuff, Kevin, no. Right? So you should lead with something that they are already concerned about as it relates to their or their family's safety or security. Does that make sense? So all incoming information goes into a place called the thalamus in the brain, and the thalamus makes a decision of where to relay that information. So if it has to do with their safety or security for themselves, their company, their family, you have to create some content around that. All right, part one. Part two. What do us humans do more of? Or what do we do first? Do we do more to avoid pain or discomfort, or do we do more to gain pleasure? Do we do more to avoid pain or discomfort, or do we do more to gain pleasure? Which one do you think it is? Come on, all my Facebook fans, all my Instagram friends. We run away from pain. So Karina says, we run away or move away from pain. What if the pain is not real? What if it's the pain, that we're thinking about in the future, like not having enough money for retirement, not having enough money to pay the bills in a month, right? So here is the way our brain works. Anything to do with safety and security gets our attention first. That's why, okay, when let's say we're walking down the street and we hear a horn or we hear tires screeching, we might pay attention. We got to get people's attention. So survival, safety, security is first. Second is avoidance of, here's the key, by the way. We will avoid real or imagined pain or discomfort. Real or imagined. So if we have this belief that there could be pain, okay, and that's part of the lens by which we're experiencing the world, right? Then this real or imagined pain or anticipated pain or discomfort, real, imagined, or anticipated pain or discomfort, now or in the future, gets our attention right away. Now, our brain is processing all of this information at the rate of 400 billion bits of information per second. 400 billion bits of information per second before you and I are consciously aware of it. So how do we get people's attention? First, we need to learn how to market to their subconscious mind. Why? The subconscious receives all the incoming information up to half a second before you and I are aware of it consciously. Let me repeat what I just said. The conscious mind receives a signal from the subconscious, the thalamus makes that determination, the amygdala, the emotional control center of the brain, makes that determination up to half a second before you're even aware of it. We're living, okay, in arrears or in reverse almost. Does this make sense? So when we want to get more leads, the whole idea of coming on, by the way, for those of you who just joined, happy Valentine's Day if you're in the US. All right. Happy Valentine's Day. Does this make sense so far? So if our job when we're doing interruptive marketing is to get their attention, then here's my question for you. Are you marketing to their conscious brain or their subconscious brain? This is where neuromarketing, where companies spend billions of dollars, spend their money because they know that the first thing, especially on social media, or even on Google, is to get attention first. Then once we have attention, what's the number 2 thing that we have to do? There are some rules for getting a lot of leads. And if you get a lot of leads and then you can qualify them, then you can convert them. So what's the second thing that you need to make sure that your marketing messaging, your content does? There's something that you have to make sure, because it's a number 3 rule of the brain. Number 1, safety, security, avoidance of pain or discomfort, real, imagined, or perceived, etc. What's the third? So John Tondkar says, keep their attention. And how do you keep their attention? The third law of the brain. Third law of the brain is energy conservation. Can anybody guess why? Why is the brain an energy miser? You see, thinking requires energy, right? Seeing requires energy. Moving requires energy, but the brain does not want to use energy. It uses up 25% of all of your caloric intake, so it doesn't want a brain. Your 3-pound brain uses 25% of all your calories. So it wants to conserve energy. So as a business owner who's doing interruptive marketing, that I've talked about if you're on social media type of marketing, you have to ask yourself this question. If somebody's brain is thinking about or is focusing on energy conservation, I can't make people think. I can't make people think, which means one of the things I teach is this: don't make me think. Don't make me think. Lay out the breadcrumbs. Lay out the breadcrumbs so it's just easy for me to consume. So safety, security, avoidance of pain, discovered. Don't make me think. And now give me the payoff. Now, where is the payoff? What's the payoff of this video? What's the payoff of this video? When I started, I said, hey, I'll help you grow your business faster. I'll help you get more leads faster so you make more sales. So we're always looking for the payoff, because now we've taken care of number 1, 2, and 3 priority of the brain. And now the brain's saying, what's the payoff of watching this video? What's the payoff of reading this thing? And don't make me think, right? So don't make me think. Just let me know easily. Now, when we have a promise, a hook around their biggest pain, fear, frustration, irritation, wants, needs, aspirations. Let me repeat that. Pains, fears, frustrations, wants, needs, and aspirations. The wants, needs, and aspirations that they have, that they're looking to achieve in their life or business, that activates the reward center of the brain. Now, does anybody understand what the reward center of the brain is? We release dopamine when we anticipate the reward, not when we get the reward. Let me repeat. We humans, the brain, the human brain, releases dopamine, the feel-good go button neurochemical, when we anticipate the payoff. This is why I always teach neuromarketing, neuroselling, right? So when we're marketing, you want more leads, you want more sales, of course. Well, if you're doing interruptive marketing, I just gave you the formula. Now, what about for search marketing? Like right now, there's people probably looking for your program, product, service, or thing, right? They're looking for it. Are you there? Are you there? If somebody is searching for your type of program, product, or service, if somebody's searching for the solution that your program, product, or service offers, are you in their path of search? Yes or no? Are you there with articles? Are you there with videos? Are you there with ebooks? Are you there with a real book? Are you there with a small course? Like, are you there in the path? Most of you are not there, right? And here's a question for you. If there are 10 or 50 or 100 or 5,000 people looking for whatever it is that your type of program, product, or service can help with, are you in that path? Like, are you spending money for people who are already looking for the solution? Now, I may have said a dirty word or two, spending money. Let me reframe that. Are you investing to get the leads, the prospects? Are you investing to meet the people that have got their hand up? I'm looking for your type of solution, your type of program, project. I guarantee you something right now. I guarantee you somebody's looking for your program, product, service right now, but you're not there. You're not paying for the leads and creating a sales process that is easy for them to pay attention to you, to know what it is, to know what the payoff is with an irresistible offer so that you can convert more leads. I spend $500,000 every month on Google, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and we get 5, 6, 700,000 prospects a year in our funnels. My clients, okay, the coaching clients I work with, they spend millions and millions and millions of dollars every month to create, okay, lead flows that are qualified. So here's my question for you. If you're not doing it, why? If you're a small business owner, you're not doing this, how come? And maybe you don't know. Maybe you just don't know how to do it. Okay. Maybe you don't want to. Maybe you have fear, right? Maybe you have some beliefs that are holding you back. I'm not sure why, but wouldn't you agree that for everybody who's alive today that has a small business, all the how-to is already known? Like, how do I get leads? We know how to do that. How do I do? So I am David B. Advertise is a huge cost? No, it's not. It's a huge cost when you're not getting a return on your investment. That's not the right thinking, David. Or, it's like advertise is a huge cost. No, ignorance is a huge cost. Not knowing what to do is the huge cost. Is that making sense? Don't confuse what costs money with it being a huge cost. No, when you don't know how to use it, when you don't know how to do it, it's a huge cost. So here's something I'd like to invite many of you to, if you'd like to. Every 3-4 months or so, I do something called a business breakthrough challenge. It's specifically for small business owners. And I teach them the same things that I've taught over 25,000 business owners in the last 10 years, how to systematically grow their small businesses, solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, small businesses. Whether you're a coach, a doctor, a lawyer, an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. I have an event coming up. It starts on February 20 something, I think Thursday, February the 22nd. I have 2 options for you. One is general admission. We're going to do 5 days of training for about 2 hours each day for general admission. It's $47 US. All right, $47 US. I'll teach you the power of neuro-marketing, creating irresistible offers, how to use AI to do all of your marketing. I'll show you an end-to-end sales system, and I'll help you unlock your brain's hidden power. 5 days, $47 for general admission. It is probably worth $1,000 or more. If you want to upgrade to VIP, which you can for $97 extra, I will do 2 extra hours a day. All right, 2 extra hours a day for all the VIPs. 90% of people get VIP, but I have people from all over the world. in Instagram, go to my link. There's a place for you to sign up with all the information. On Facebook, my team is showing you a slide right now of what we are doing. I'm going to take the best training and give it to you, all right, for being part of my orbit, somebody who follows my work. You may know I've built 5 multi-million-dollar companies. Company number 1, 4.5 billion a year in sales. Company number 2, 2.5 billion in market cap. Company number 3, 20 million a year. Company number 4, 10 million a year. Company number 5, 20 million a year. I've built companies, but more importantly, I've helped other small business owners build companies. And if you want to learn how to grow your business systematically, yes, there's an investment. I do a lot of free stuff, but yes, there's an investment. If you pay attention, and you'll show up. We record everything. There's workbooks, slides, examples, samples, and homework every day for 5 days. All right. And so if you want to learn how to grow a small business versus having a small business, this is the best training in the world for small business owners at this price of an investment. Over 90% of businesses fail, not because they don't have a good program, product, or service. They just don't know what the heck they're doing. They don't know how to market right. They don't know how to sell right. They don't know how to create systems that are duplicatable and scalable. And if you want to learn how to build your business in a systematic or organic way, or by using paid media, then be on the program. And I will show you process, systems, strategies, and tactics. All right. We will be recording everything. If you miss a day, you can watch it later. And we do have a private community for people who sign up as well. And so I invite you. If you want 2024 to be your best business year ever, come and join us, right? And so Danielle, expanding will require employees, which brings other challenges. What is your take on that? Because I know people hold back growth because of it. If you don't know how to hire and manage, it presents a problem. If you do know how to hire and manage and train, it's not a problem. It's like a team. So if you don't know how to do it, it's a problem. If you know how to do it, it's not a problem. So, all right. So anyway, I gave you a whole bunch of ideas on how to grow your business faster. Generating leads, right? We talked about this a little bit earlier. Like generating leads. There's 2 billion people online every day. 2 billion. Right? They're having fun. They're connecting. They're looking for stuff. They're being interrupted, or they're searching. And part of the idea back in the day when I started business, literally 43 years ago, I became a real estate agent. And then I opened up my own real estate company, had 85 offices, 1,200 salespeople. It took us about 7 to 10 impressions, whether it was postcards or ads in the newspaper or mailers, or phone calls for people to recognize your name. Do any of you know how many repetitions somebody needs to see you, your name, your company name, your program, product, or service before they even slightly remember you? Anybody know what that number is in 2024? We already established that getting attention is the hardest thing to do right now. So Karinar, AB in fitness. What is that number? Debbie says 17. So tall red, minimum of 5 to 7 times before they bite. Depends on whether it's a warm list or cold. The most recent number that I heard on social media is 35 impressions. 35 impressions before they really, know who you are and what you do. 35 impressions. That's crazy. So here's the question for you. Are you creating content that people want? Like, are you creating content that people want around your program, your product, your service, whatever it is that you're offering? Are you creating content around that topic over and over and over and over again to the audience that wants and needs that you have. And I am David. Yes, I will show you tools to get leads. I'll show you the best AI tools all my clients are using right now. I'll show you graphs, charts, PowerPoints, for sure. I will do that. I will show you how to get more leads than you've ever thought possible. So here's the question for you. If you're online, are you creating content for each of the channels that your buyers or prospects are on enough to activate the algorithms? Do you know what activates, for example, the Instagram algorithm? Do you know what activates the Instagram algorithm, for example? What's the hottest thing on Instagram right now? And those of you on Facebook, I'm just talking about Instagram for right now, but what's the hottest thing on Instagram right now? What activates their algorithm? So let me give you an example. And then I'll tell you, just go to the bio and sign up for the Business Breakthrough Challenge. And, on Facebook, the link will be in here. What activates the algorithms on Instagram right now? It's changed since last year. And they change all the time. Let's say you have 100 people following you on Instagram or Facebook. Are you aware that when you post something, they don't send it to all of the people that you have that are following you? Are you aware of that? I think most of you are. But let's say you have 100 people and they send it to, let's say, 3. They let 3 people know that you've posted something new. All right? Let's say they send it to 3 people. They let 3 people know you've posted a video or, you're going live. Do you know what activates the algorithms? Number 1, are people consuming what you have put up? Nope, Danielle, not hashtags or music, right? So are they watching? How long are they staying? Are they reading? 1, 2. Are they sharing it? Is the content so good that they want to share it? 3, are they saving it? So consume, share, save. Consume, share, save. So commenting, yes. Are they engaging with it? Are they watching it, engaging it? Right? So here's the question that I want to ask you. When you're creating a piece of content, are you focusing some thinking time on creating the hook that'll get their attention? B, are you creating content that people will like and share and consume and participate in? You have to be thinking about that in advance. Like when I come on to this session here, do you think I just come on because I know all this stuff? Right over here on my monitor, I have my discussion outline. I have my discussion outline with what am I going to talk about? What am I going to share that you want? I'm not just coming on because, I want to do it off the top of my head. I know all of the content, but my team and I take a little bit of time to ask ourselves, like the people that are following my work, that are small business owners, what's the problem that they're having? Like what do they need that I can help them with that's easy for me? And we invest a little bit of time. They said they need leads. Well, what don't they understand about leads when they're so easy to get, right? Well, they don't know neuro-marketing and neuro-selling like I do, right? They don't understand, some of the nuances of the algorithms. They don't understand how to create, an outline. Does that make sense? Not enough buyers, not enough leads, not enough sales. Well, if I can help you with buyers, leads, and sales, then you might want to listen. So think about it from the relationship of you with your prospects and your customers who are looking for you to help them. Does this make sense? So don't ad hoc it. Don't be an amateur. Play the game at a pro level because pros are playing against you. So you want more leads? Behave like a pro. You want more sales? Sell like a pro. Does that make sense? All right. I'm done for right now. And I hope you enjoyed today's session to get leads, grow your small business. If you want to join me for the Business Breakthrough Challenge, as I mentioned, the link is in my bio on Instagram. The link is in the chat here in the Instagram page. I will show you over 5 days how to position, how to get leads, how to differentiate yourself, how to do the best neuromarketing and neuroselling so that you stop wasting your time, you start building your business and get more revenue and get more business and build your business the professional way. Okay, level up your skills and your knowledge and level up your standards. I can't tell you, I see thousands and thousands of business owners have no flipping idea what they're doing, and they're wondering why they're not doing well. You need to upgrade your own standards and your skills. Join me for the Business Breakthrough Challenge. I'll show you how to do it. And like I said before, yes, there's an investment. If you pay, you will pay attention. I'll give you a lot of stuff for free. Like I did today. You want to go deeper, then make an investment in yourself and say yes to yourself. Thank you, Coral. I appreciate that you like my content. All right. And Michael, Neuro-Selling, ha, 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 ha. I guess you are very ignorant, Michael, because you have no idea what you're talking about. So ha, ha, ha back to you, my friend. All right, bring it on, Torch. Have a great day. Appreciate you all. If you like this, please share it. All right, bye-bye.